All right, class. So we just exported our XF file. Now we'll go back to Rhino. Okay, so we're going to now import. We'll go to either your downloads or wherever you've saved the DXF that we just downloaded. I think for me it's under this folder right here. There it is. Actually, it's this one over here. That's the 3ds file. This is now the DXF. And if you place your cursor on top of it, it should say something like AutoCAD Drawing Inner Exchange. Click open. Now, you're going to get this window right here. We'll say OK. Before you click on anything, just zoom out because you'll see that everything right now is being selected together, which is what we want. But as you'll see, it's really, really big. Okay, so before you, if you click somewhere over here, you're going to lose your selection, which again may not be a big deal. But if there's some other drawings in the way, then it's a deal to select everything. But we're going to type scale. And then we're going to scale this down because again, it's not the right size. I'm not sure how the units are working here once we switch back and forth, but that needs to be 4 inches. Okay, because well, we know that, right? I mean, each side is 4 inches on our cube. Okay, so we have our templates. Notice this is really cool. It actually comes with layers. It has our outline, mountain, valley mark. These are the valley marks are these circles right here, which you guys will help me understand. It already has the color. Not sure why we need the mark, but it has them. I guess anywhere you see that there's a circle, it's a valley, right? So I guess. Number and text, and that's it. All right, now again, as I mentioned, the idea is that this guy right here is going to be printed in a different color paper than this one over here. All right, and after that we can print them. So we can go ahead and set up, right, new layout. I'm going to call this maybe we color code them. That's a good idea, right? White paper, PDF. A size, let's do a letter. We could do portrait, why not? Select the viewport. Let's go ahead and set this to 1:1. Actually, we're gonna have to first zoom out a little bit. All right, so there we go. Select this to 1:1. And this is where, oops, I just scrolled in, so we don't want that. This is where, again, hopefully everything fits in one page. But if not, we're going to have to resize some of these things right here. So I'm going to enlarge my viewport. Let's see if we can. So, yeah, well, probably maybe even that would be easier. Let's see if we just draw right here a rectangle, and then we'd specify this to be 8.5 by 11. At least for me, it's easier to see it here because I'm almost positive that we may not be able to fit it, but let me show you what I would do. We'll go ahead and select this, move this right here. You just gotta be careful that you don't leave behind any of these little numbers or actually even lines. So I would rotate, right, this object from here to here, right, and start kind of like straining things down. And then or straining them. Actually, you know what? I think we might be able to fit them, right? Because I can move this over here, and then I can move all of this over here. And then lastly, if we get lucky, be able to rotate this a little bit or a lot, and we'll get it in here. Right, so then let's go back to our page 1, and there it almost is. Let me go ahead and move it a little bit. Again, here, you know how sometimes the margins are important to keep. So again, this is where things get a little bit tricky. Actually, maybe select all of this like this, and I would maybe bring this a little bit into it like that. And well, I guess I am forgetting about something, right? So, well, I'm not. Let's go ahead and label this again, white. And then we're going to duplicate this. Move our copy right here. Create a copy. Click OK. And now we have the, we'll call this color. And we'll call this white. So the pieces that, and then we can clean it up. So what I would do is I would go back to your top view, make a copy of this, and oh, okay, so I did, okay, my bad. All right, I'll just make a copy of this, and this is where, let's see if might not fit. So I'm gonna move this right here from that tab to that corner. I'm gonna type rotate, select all of this, enter, rotate from there to align. One more time, rotate so that it aligns from here to here to here, and oof, this is going to be tight, right? Because you see we have very little margin, like nothing. So it might cut a little bit into the tabs, which I think maybe we'll just well, we'll see, right? We'll see. So let's see, let's set up so the color is right. No, the white one. I'm going to come over here and set this up. And I can always increase my margins outwards and just leave it all up to the printer. And because again, there's nothing we can do about the printer, the actual printer margins. And all right, so we have our two sheets that they are both at the same scale. So we have our white shell, and then we have our color shell here. All right. The next step is to generate a PDF for each of this. So I can go to File, Print. And what's going on? Viewport, it's white. Probably, oh, the scale. Okay, so change the scale. Something that we actually might need to actually change now that I'm thinking about this. Well, what do you think it is? Probably our line types, right? So I think I would do a line type. Whoops, that's material. I would do a line type for the what am I on? Valley. So maybe for the valley, I do like dotted and then let's see if we can line type scale. Change this to, oh well, it's 100. Let's change this to 1, and it's there. And then probably also tweak our print width. Maybe do like a 0.25, and probably our print color as well. We'll do a black. And remember, we can go to print display so we can actually see what we are going to get. Status off, we can turn it back on to on. And then our outline is right now to continuous, which is good, except that we actually want it to be a black line. So we can select that. We can give it a print width if we want it. Probably that's okay. And then the mountain, we'll try to do a dash. And again, we'll change the print color to black. And we can distinguish them, right? Because we're going to print just black and white. So if you're laser cutting, probably the layers by themselves would be enough to set your passes or scores or settings. Once we have this, and we can print. So again, change your scale. Hopefully we're not forgetting anything. Let's make sure that it's scale 1:1. Print color, vector output, PDF, letter. Let's go ahead and print. Let's go ahead and save this. We'll call this how do we call this? Subtractive. So we'll call it S white. And get our PDF. And we go to the color one. We go to print. I think our settings are saved, correct. Print. And then we'll call this color. Click save. And we have our PDFs. And we're ready to print so that we can start cutting and then assembling. Okay, so hopefully I haven't left anything out. If I do, please ask me. Okay, all right, I'll see you guys with your templates so that we can start assembling. Thank you.